Hello everyone and welcome to the weekly rewind presented by Attractions Magazine live. I am your host Banks Lee, the professor of theme park economics. Class is in session today. Thanks so much for joining us, guys, and sorry to miss last week. I have a lot of things going on with some personal things happening. If you don't know, my wife is pregnant with our second child. Our son Oliver will be born on April 11th, so we're getting ready for that coming up. It's been very, very exciting, stressful, but we can't wait to share the news when Oliver is born. Of course, I was in Silver Dollar City the other week. That was a huge trip, so a lot of things happening to keep Weekly Rewind from happening last week, but we are back. We are here this week live with a look at our social media channels and some of the fun stuff you may have missed from this past week. So, hello, Nathan. Family is doing very well. Thank you for, excuse me. Thank you for joining us. So let's get started right away here with Twitter. Of course, if you don't know, we are Twitter at Attractions. So starting off here with a little update from Universal Orlando, specifically Universal Studios Florida. Looks like they have walls around their Central Park area, and you can see there they've kind of cut some trees down. We don't really know exactly what's going on here, but it could have to do with their brand new nighttime show that they announced. So this could be some prep work for that. Maybe they're going to build an audience area for it. We don't know, but right now that Central Park area is behind walls. While they're at Universal, if you go into their prop shop, the Williams of Hollywood, you can find props from Terminator, if it's still there. This is from a week ago, so these could have already been sold, but these are props from the old Terminator 2 3D attraction. I love that prop shop because they sell awesome memorabilia from the parks that were used in the parks, from attractions to stores and fun stuff like that. So always worth checking that store out every time you visit the park. Of course, the big news this past week was the redo of the auction scene from Pirates of the Caribbean. This is they really redid the way that the auction happens. Instead of auctioning off brides, they are now auctioning off stolen goods, and the redhead, the famous redhead, is now a pirate herself helping out with the auction. You can see video of it on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/attractionsmagazine. A lot of heated debates and thoughts on changes have been happening all over social media about this. I'm okay with it. I haven't seen it in person yet, but things change, and nothing's ever going to stay the same. And Walt was always a big proponent of keep moving forward, and Disneyland will never be complete as long as there's imagination left in the world. And I know this is one of his last things that he touched before he passed away, but over 40 years, so it's updates are going to happen. At least they didn't take out the entire attraction. So I'm fine with it. I'm looking forward to seeing it in person, hopefully sometime very, very soon. Alright, so I got to get me a pair of these. These are some brand new light-up Mickey ears that they are selling at Tower of Terror here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. And look, I just love the look of the swirling ears with the fifth dimension, and the characters are on there. It's really, really cool. I love that. Hey, Austin, thank you for watching from Canada. Awesome, thank you. So that's available in the Tower Gift Shop right now. Moving on over to Aquatica, they are celebrating their 10th anniversary this year, and they have some 10th anniversary merchandise for sale in the park here. You can see some shirts and some cups and things like that, and they have all the attraction logos on the shirt there, including Ray Rush. We'll see a little bit more about Ray Rush later on in this episode, but it's not open yet, but they still have it on some merchandise, so thinking ahead. I like it. Alright, so some construction updates to talk about here. This is outside of Disney's Hollywood Studios. This is the construction for the Skyliner station that's going to be right there outside the park. And you can see they already have one of the support towers for the cables there as you come down into the station. Still a lot of work to do, but a lot of the support towers have popped up along this route that's going to take guests between Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and several resorts. So cool. It's probably not going to be until next year, sometime next year, that it'll be all completely finished. I would be willing to bet that this Skyliner will probably be done by the time Galaxy's Edge opens up next year. Hello, Finland. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining us, Joanna. While they're at Disney Hollywood Studios, we're looking over here down at Grand Avenue, and you can see off in the distance, speaking of Galaxy's Edge, the mountains of Batuu are starting to rise over the horizon. So it's getting very exciting. Lots of rock work has been happening on those mountains. A lot of work has been happening on the ground. That whole land is just rising up pretty fast. You can actually, if you get our brand new Spring 2018 issue of Attractions Magazine, you can see some awesome aerial photos of the construction. Hello from Puerto Rico, Yesenia. Hope I pronounced that right. Thank you for joining us here. And then while we were there at Hollywood Studios, I got to go inside Toy Story Land to see an up-close look at the construction progress, because that's going to open up on June 30th. Now, we weren't able to take any photos or videos inside the land, but Disney did provide us with this photo from the area that we were getting to stand at right there next to Slinky Dog Dash. And there's still a lot of work that needs to be done, but it definitely looks like it will be ready by June 30th. For sure, and I cannot wait, because it gives me, you're shrunk down like the size of a toy, so it's giving me the old Honey, I Shrunk the Kids playground vibes, and I kind of hope that they maybe brought an old prop or something from that old playground to put in here as a little homage, because I used to work there at the playground, but who knows. Alright, so big opening this past week was the Great Lego Race at Legoland, Florida. Now, this is a coaster that's already been there, the old Project X coaster in the Technic area of the park, but they've now added VR elements to it and changed the name of the ride to the Great Lego Race. So we'll have more about that later on in this episode. Hello, Jerome from France. Hey, my wife and I are going to be in France very, very soon, a couple months, beginning of June. So, hey, maybe we'll get to see you out there. Alright, also there at Legoland, Florida, they have a construction update here for the Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens Miniland display. Now, they've had the Star Wars Miniland for a few years now, but they're finally adding Episode 7, and it's going to open up on May 4th. What better day to open up a Star Wars thing than on May the 4th be with you? So, you can check that out starting May 4th, and then they'll have their Lego Star Wars Days event happening that weekend, and for the next few weekends as well, in May. Alright, so we had a great opportunity to get to go on a behind-the-scenes tour over at Epcot in the land. Ava and Olivia from our As Dreamers Do vlog got to cover this for us, and this is just one of the many photos that they took during this day for Flower and Garden, and this is from the Land Pavilion there. They're getting a little behind-the-scenes look at how everything works there. Go to our Twitter page, twitter.com/attractionsmagazine, to see lots more photos from this. Thank you to Ava and Olivia for covering that for us, and I believe you'll actually see video from all of this on their next episode of the vlog, As Dreamers Do, which should be coming out pretty soon. Hello, Barry. Thank you so much for joining us. And finally, on the Twitter front here, this is a photo. Voodoo Donut finally soft opened over at Universal City Walk. Actually just yesterday. I haven't got a chance to go out there myself, but we did have Seth out there taking photos for us. Videos already up on our YouTube, and some of those donuts look very, very delicious. Alright, so just looking in the chat here, everyone's just kind of saying hello. Not many people are chatting right now. Hey guys, if you're here with us, post questions. Let me know if you have anything you want me to answer or talk about. I'd love to chit-chat with you guys here. So while we're waiting for that, let's move on over here to Facebook. Of course, we're already at Facebook right now, but if you don't know, if you're watching this on our replay, we are at Attractions Magazine on Facebook. First off, this photo op is brand new over at the Magic Kingdom. They have the Tangled Lantern photo op over in Fantasyland. Well, now they've added a lantern photo op over to the Mad Tea Party area, and this is like a cool little lamp for that. So if it's with PhotoPass, so if you have your annual pass, just go there and get yourself a free photo. It's a really neat opportunity. I don't know if this is permanent or if it's going to go away anytime soon, but if you get a chance, go there. Big news announced this past week is that Disney officially announced 3 Marvel lands coming to 3 parks around the world: Hong Kong Disneyland, Disneyland Paris, and Disneyland in California. And because of the one in California, it's going to Disney California Adventure, which means a Bugs Land will be closing for good later this year, which is unfortunate because I know a lot of people really love Heimlich's Choo Choo Train, and we get a look at that later on this episode. You can go to our YouTube channel right now for a POV that we just posted this past week. Hello, Andy. Thanks for joining. Hey, Brian. Always good to talk to you. Nathan says, yum, those donuts look delicious. I think we need a future E&L episode where Team Attractions try the coffin or the donuts. I agree. We need a epic Marvel Avengers Infinity War crossover with all of our attractions hosts coming together to try these donuts. For sure. I like that idea, Nathan. Good idea. Alright, so this I am very happy about, because every year at IAAPA, they have these beaver tails guys come in to sample the beaver tails that they sell, and it's so delicious. It's like fried dough with Nutella or other toppings on it. It used to be here in Orlando at Epcot in the Canada Pavilion. It left probably about 10 years ago or so. and it's coming back, not to Disney, but it's coming to the premium outlets over off of 535 near Disney Springs. And I can't wait. I don't have to wait till IAPA every year to have one, but I do need to lose some weight, so I won't go as often. If I do, I'm going to do a lot of walking. Hello, Sean. Yes, Brian, the hatch next to the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout was a real-life Marvel Easter egg, which is a really, really cool detail. Yes, Andy, those Beaver Tails. And yes, Andy, you can help with those donuts, for sure. For sure. Hello, Allison. Hello from Spring Hill. Anything going on at any of the Disney parks with the new Infinity War movie coming out in April? Nothing that I know of so far. The only things that, Allison, that I've seen is that the... here, let me bring up the camera so I can talk about this. Is that the merchandise is out. The only thing I've seen so far, I saw that at Disney's Hollywood Studios the other day, is merchandise is out and about in full force. And some of the merchandise, you got to be careful, because I feel some of the merchandise gives away spoilers for the movie. So you just got, if you're trying to keep yourself spoiler free, be careful when you see merchandise. But those are the only things of Infinity War that I've seen so far in the parks. I am planning a trip May 11th. I want to go to the Flowers Festival. What tips can you give me? You definitely spend all day. I'll bring that back up. Definitely spend all day at the Flower and Garden Festival. There's a lot to see, and there's a lot of food to try. There's seminars. If you just want to do the festival, you don't want to worry about the rides, then do all the seminars and all the extra activities that they offer. There is really a lot to look at. It's not as much to really do as, food and wine or something like that, because it's just mainly a lot of flowers and topiaries that you just go around and look at, but there is still plenty to check out. You just grab yourself one of those passports, the festival guides, and go through there and just spend all day doing it. And make sure you catch the concert, too. The concert, whoever is performing when you're here, will perform multiple times a night, so definitely go catch that one, because it's free with admission, and it's always fun, because they always have some big-name bands coming out. All right, Andy. See you later, Andy. Thanks for joining me for a little bit here. All right, let's move on back to Facebook here. Alright, so I was talking about Ray Rush earlier. Over at Aquatica, the brand new water slide for 2018, opening sometime this spring. No opening date has been announced just yet, but we did get some up-close looks at the construction progress, and the slide itself is complete. There's just still a lot of more scenery work they need to do, and a few more little things they can do, so I would be willing to bet it would probably open sometime in April. That's just my assumption. It has three unique elements that have never been put together on a slide in Florida. Together. Some of these elements are on slides in Florida, but not all in one. So right there on the right, that's a Master Blaster that's going to launch you into the tunnel. And then the globe thing on the right is translucent, so it's going to allow sunlight in there, and there's going to be fog effects, and you're going to swirl around in there. Then you're going to go down the tube, you're going to go through, and then you're going to hit this giant manta ray looking thing. I don't know what they call it, but you're going to slide back and forth down it into the tube and into the splash area. Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and we'll definitely be covering the opening of that when it arrives. Austin asking, has Disney announced a summer theme for the summer of any sort? Yeah, it's this summer is going to be a credible summer. That is the theme for this year, an incredible summer, because Incredibles 2 is coming out this summer, so they're kind of capitalizing on that and tying that in. The Incredibles are going to have a dance party in Tomorrowland with the Disney Parks premiere of Edna Mode, so that's going to be pretty cool. Guardians of the Galaxy, of course, is going to have a dance party themselves over at Epcot, and then the big thing for the summer is going to be the opening of Toy Story Land at Disney's Hollywood Studios on June 30th. So that's what's going to happen. It's going to be a very incredible summer, for sure. Brian asking, is Infinity Falls going to be opening up or might be delayed? Construction doesn't seem to be getting so far based on Reconstruct's picks. I have to agree with you on that one, Brian. It's hard to tell. It's a river raft ride, so really a lot of the elements, the biggest thing is going to be the vertical lift and the drop. The rest is just a trench, and from the photos, they have a lot of the trenches already in place. Thematically, the landscaping can be done pretty quickly. So I would probably, it's gonna be summer. I definitely will have a feeling it will be summer. Depending if it's gonna be early or late summer, I would probably lean more toward late summer that it's gonna open. But who knows? Things could speed up really quickly. We just have to keep watching, and we will find out. So I'm looking forward to Infinity Falls. It's going to be awesome. Carrie is asking, hello. Do you think there will be a soft opening of Toy Story Land? I'll be there in early June. It's hard to tell. We usually don't know about soft openings until closer to the actual opening date. Early June, I mean, it's possible. I don't know, though. Because when I was there the other day, there's still a lot of work to be done, and they're going to be having some more construction updates for us as media in April and May. So early June, there could be a soft opening. They may want to try and have a soft opening by Memorial Day, but right now it's too early to tell. Just follow us on all our social media channels. Of course, we will post when we hear about any sort of soft openings. All right, so let's move on over to Instagram. You can find us at Instagram at Attractions Magazine. So first off, Knott's Berry Farm out in California is having their Boysenberry Festival right now. It's running to April 8th. We have a lot of photos on our Instagram, some of our other socials. Also, an episode of The Attraction Show, not this past Thursday, but the Thursday before, featured the Boysenberry Festival and some of the food you can get there. So you can check all of that out to see some more details. But I just love Snoopy and Woodstock. Look how cute. I love how cute that is. I love it. We saw this shirt when we were at Silverado City the other week, and they have a lot of fun shirts out there. And this is Coaster Hair Don't Care. Pfft, yeah, right. Yeah, it's perfect for Coaster fanatics. I got a shirt there that's like Roller Coaster Addicts, do not try to intervene. It's perfect. Craig is asking, any news on Fast and Furious at Universal? I get this question every episode. Every episode someone's asking about Fast and Furious Supercharged, and I feel like I'm saying the same thing every single time. We don't know right now. They're slated to open in spring, but they still don't have an opening date, and I have not heard any rumors about soft openings, although I did hear reports that some of the stars of Fast and Furious may have been spotted there this past week. So if they're there already, maybe they're filming some promotional things, so we could start hearing some stuff. I would love to see the soft open next month in April. I don't think it's going to be here next week, Craig, but I don't know. I mean, we could all of a sudden, boom, this Friday or Saturday, we could have a soft opening. We don't know. It's just, we just got to keep our ears to the ground and wait and see what happens. So, sorry I keep saying the same thing every week about that, but it's true. Just keep an eye out. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. All right, so this is the progress on the Starflyer. The Starflyer itself, the tower is done being built. This is right next to the Orlando Eye. In fact, this photo was taken from the Orlando Eye. This is the world's tallest Starflyer. It's going to be 450 feet in the air. You're going to be swinging around on on chairs, like, you know, those kind of chairs on the chains you see at amusement parks. 450 feet in the air. Yee! I don't know if I'm going to do this. We'll see, but it looks very, 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 very interesting. Michael asking any early entry for Toy Story Land. I'm sure there will be. Nothing's been announced at this point for annual pass holders of Toy Story Land, but I'm sure that they'll be sending out emails to pass holders to announce any sort of early entry. All right, so my producer Matt and his wife Jackie are out in Texas right now. They're there for a conference with AdThrive, but they're making some time to go to some parks there. Today they are actually at SeaWorld, so if you go to our Instagram, you can see some Instagram stories right now from SeaWorld San Antonio. But yesterday they were over at Six Flags Fiesta Texas, and this is just a couple of photos there of the map and their brand new Wonder Woman coaster that's opening up sometime this year. Looks like it'll be opening up pretty soon, but I love SeaWorld and Six Flags. I'm from Texas. I used to go to these parks. Last time I was at both of these parks, well, SeaWorld I haven't been to in God knows how many years, but last time I was at Fiesta Texas was 12 years ago. I would love to go back. It's kind of making me a little homesick seeing these photos. All right. We got some more questions here. Sean's asking any construction updates on the Ratatouille ride. Nah, they're just still clearing some land. That's still years away, so it's slow moving right at this point, but there's some land being cleared behind the France Pavilion. Will you guys be checking out the Saturday Night Takeaway live filming at Universal in a couple weeks? I don't know if they're still doing it. I heard that there were some things with one of the hosts had to go into rehab. And I don't know if they canceled that or not. So I was hearing some things. Maybe, Nathan, you'd be able to say more about that. But I never got to do the one where they went at Magic Kingdom last year. I saw the episode. It looked really fun. Don't think I'll be going out to the Universal one, but I'm not sure if it's even happening right now with some of the things I've been hearing about. So My mom's watching in Texarkana. Hi, Mom. I love you. I love you. If you can tell Sadie I love her too. All right. So next up here on Instagram, I was talking about the Great Lego Race earlier. This is our reporter Theron with the VR goggles. I love those VR goggles. They're really, really cool. We're going to have a segment this Thursday on the Attraction Show all about the Great Lego Race. But I was there filming for the segment, and I thought, I kind of want to do this. So I hopped aboard, and I'm going to show you guys what the coaster was all about. So take it away, Banks.
Thanks, Banks. Yeah, that does rhyme. I am here on the Great Lego Race VR coaster. Just opened this past week here at Legoland, Florida. Getting ready to take part in this race against Lego minifigures. And here we go. Race has started. Up. Hey. R. Oh boy, here we go. Heading up. Whoa. Man, these guys aren't playing fair. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Oh no! Oh! Whoa! Look out! Look out! All right. Oh, we're heading this way. Whoa! Whoa! Man, just chaos is happening here. Turned into a plane. Whoa! No! Okay, we're back on the track here. Whoa! All right, there's the finish line. Oh, that is the Great Lego Race coaster here at Legoland, Florida. So much fun. Back to you, Banks, over there at the Weekly Rewind.
Thank you so much, Banks. Yeah, so I had a lot of fun on that coaster. It really is fun. I showed the Legoland actually commented right there. I'll pop it back up again. It's a lengthy comment. All of the ride stats for it, if you're tall enough, and all that fun stuff. So if you're tall enough to do it, definitely do it. The coaster is still the same coaster. You can choose not to do the VR if you don't want to, but the VR, you gotta try it. It really is a lot of fun. There's so much to look at with all the racers and looking around, front of you, behind you, all over. Ride it multiple times, maybe not in a row, because I got VR with me. I couldn't do it multiple times in a row, but if you can, do it. Look other directions, because there is so much going on all around you. So thank you so much for Legoland, Florida, for having us out there to do that. God, I love that coaster so much. And I'll be out there next month for the Brick Dash. So, all right, so at this point, we're going to take a look at some of the videos that we posted on our YouTube channel for this past week. We posted a lot of videos this week, so this is just a small selection. Be sure to go to our YouTube channel to see what else and see some of these videos in full. So take a look. All right, so let's go to some more comments real quick before we end the show. Legoland actually just mentioned that the animation was created by Figment Productions out of the UK, so really cool little detail you want to know about that if you want to see who is responsible for all of that. It looks great. It's very Lego movie quality graphics. I love it. Brian says that he's excited for the new Legoland being built up in New York. Oh, am I? Yes, I'm very excited. It's a brand new Legoland park. Any chance we get a new Legoland, I love it. So I would love to be able to go up there and cover the new park when it opens up. It's in I think it's opening up next year, 2019 or 2020. I have to look that up, but it's very soon, so I'm looking forward to that. Hello, Casey. Clinton says he will miss Heimlich so much. Such a silly ride. Yes, I will miss that too, for sure. I don't know, it's just something about it. Of course, anyone could ride it, but it's just so cheesy and corny and fun, and it's so good. Yes, Legoland confirming Legoland New York will be opening up in 2020. Thank you so much, guys, for confirming that for me. So I think with that, we are going to say goodbye this week for the Weekly Rewind. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Always love doing this every week and chatting with you guys live and answering any questions. This is always fun hanging out with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed some of that fun stuff here. Would you like to see some more, out in the field reports like I just did with the Great Lego Race? Let me know in the comments below, either here on Facebook or on YouTube, because that was a lot of fun to put together. All right, guys, until next week, have fun. We'll see you later.